I'm sitting here trying to figure out how long real adults from the age of 18 into of infinity gonna sit here and allow these people to treat us like children and come up with all these bullshit ass laws, bullshit ass statutes, because that's what they really are. They're not laws. And go along with this bullshit ass system that's draining everybody and making everybody tired and weak. And bro, which way seem easier to y'all? Because I'm trying to see, y'all want to keep on going through suffering until you just go on and die up off this planet, or do you want to stand for a cause and make a change? Because I'm sick of it. Every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year, the same cycles, no matter what. And then they want to come up with something to try to make it even more difficult. Like, it was not like this before them white people came over here on this land. And it's actual factual. If you go look at history, before these white folks came over here with Christopher Columbus, he bought weaponry, he bought this political system because he felt like the people over here needed to be controlled. He called our ancestors, the people who look like me, the copper colored beings, he called our ancestors savages. And they were the savages that came over here, raped people, unalive people, brought diseases over here. Everything about them were chaotic. And they brought that chaos over here. They done did MK Ultra, gentrification, redlining. Like, when is enough gonna be enough? I'm just trying to see, because I don't want to keep going on like this. This is unacceptable. People can't even get justice. I seen this girl about a week ago. She got something from the doctor for whatever condition that she has, and it burned her from the inside out. This girl literally had third-degree burns that messed up her skin, that she messed up for life. Filed a medical malpractice suit and lost. How? And the doctor's still practicing. We got to come up with some kind of justice for injustices. They still haven't released the full video for Jabari Peoples. Nobody ever got arrested for Emmett Till. Like, when are y'all gonna stand up? Like, it's people that's quick up in the hood. I know the MK Ultra was a thing. The mind control is declassified documents in regards to this. But when are we as a people gonna do something? The only thing they feel is black people coming together. Black people, it's time to come together. The time is now. If it ain't never been a time, the time is now. We have to come together and say, no, we not gonna keep going on like this. Y'all not finna control us. Y'all not finna put up in bondage. Y'all not finna make up these bullshit ass laws. Y'all not finna keep killing black people. Y'all not finna do none of this. Nothing. No. No. Everybody collectively, no. It's millions and billions of us. We standing collectively to say no. We ain't doing it no more. No, we don't want to stand up 12 hours till we tired, our body tired, just to go home, take a bath, and lay down and get up and do it all over again. No, enough is enough. You deserve to live your life on this planet how you want to. You got the freedom of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness on this planet. And you should not be suffering your entire existence here up until you gone. They just want to wear you out, use your energy, and disregard you. No. We ain't doing it no more. It stops today.
What's up, Black America? Look, word is out, right? There's organizations America has. And so I want to charge you, let's link up, let's connect, let's move, let's build, and let's fight together. There's some things that I have in play, and on May 30th, I want you to call May 30th. Everybody, over the course of this time, next 30 days or so, I'm going to be sending out some information. I will verify who you are. We will lock in. We're going to have a call. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about this growth and impact. We're going to talk about how well we can truly mobilize. There's great pockets all throughout the U.S. We're talking about NAACP. We're talking about Black Panthers. We're talking about Crips, the Bloods. We're talking about fraternities like the Kappas, the Alphas, the Omegas, the Iota, the Sigmas. We're talking about all these organizations. We're talking about the Christian men, right? We're not only just the black Christian men, we're talking about the Muslim men, right? We're not only just the Muslim black men, we're talking about the Hebrew Israelites. We're talking about everybody coming together under one umbrella for a particular purpose. And it's to show these United States our economic power. So we're talking about taking this $1.4 trillion and really creating some massive impact. I want to lock in with it. And I got a plan, but I need you for that plan to work. So I see some great movements taking place, guys. And I'm more than willing to submit to those movements. So let's lock in, let's connect, let's make this happen.
The Caribbean is full of black people. And our mother continent, Africa, there is to be found millions and millions and millions and millions of black people. Black power means all of these millions and millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of black people coming together to form black power.
Agwan family, welcome back to this YouTube channel, African Streamline, and my name is the Kenyan Beast, and I welcome you all here. Now, today I'm in this channel because I want to talk about something. I want to talk about how the African Gen Zs, the African youths, are taking over the world. And you have seen across the internet, you have seen across each and every African countries like Ghana, Kenya, South Africa, Nigeria, everywhere in Mali, youths are coming and they are taking over and they are silencing the Western powers. Why? Because it is time. It is time for a change. It's time for a shift. And we are having something we are calling a global black awakening, where even the white Gen Zs, the white youth themselves, they are ditching their white culture, they are ditching their white lies, and they are joining black people for a change. Because when you look around, it is black culture that is running the world. When you look around, it is African that is rising. Do you ask yourself, ask yourself this one question. We are saying about the falling of American empire. We are saying about the falling of Britain empire. France is falling down. These white countries or white nations, they are going down. But Africa is rising. Why? It's because we are the younger generation, and our minds, it's looking in 2050, how it will come to be, And that's why I'm saying this. I'm saying it is time to wake up. If you are watching this video from Caribbean, if you are watching from England, from USA, anywhere you are watching, it is time to wake up, and it's time to know that Africa is not the dark continent they used to tell you it is, because the youths of Africa are waking up, and it is terrifying the white systems. It is terrifying the supremacy, because right now, as the youths, like 10 years ago, for example, or 20 years ago, you could not find channels like this. You could not find youths are talking about awakening. They're talking about African resources. They're talking about, colonialism, neo-colonialism, and everything that's going on around the world. But right now, the youths have waken up, and that's why I'm here on this channel. Because my brother here is talking about black people, is talking about Africa, is talking about Pan-Africanism. And I found it, it's very appealing and very good to see a young mind talking about this. Leave alone talking about the connection between Caribbean and Africa, Black American and Africa. Because here in this channel, we are reconnecting. We are connecting the lost cousins, the lost brothers and sisters back to the motherland. It's only the motherland that is rising. You have to know that. Now, when you look at the Gen Zs in Kenya, they are uniting and they are doing wonders. When you look at the Gen Zs in Burkina Faso, they are uniting and they are doing wonders. It's only by black people uniting. It's only by the youths uniting that we will make a change. And this change, it is terrifying the white nation. So, the title of this video, as you have seen there, the unity of the youths, or the unity of the black people, it's a threat to the white nations. It's a threat to the white empires. Why? Because they don't fear about the guns. They don't fear about your resources or everything. No, what they fear, it's you coming together as a community, Black Americans, Africans, Caribbeans, and start to work together. Why do they fear that? Number one, Black Americans are the highest spending community in America. Around 1.6 trillion spending power. So imagine spending power of Black American joining hands with the African resources. Imagine spending power of Black Americans, even a quarter of the 1.6 trillion coming to Africa or coming to Kenya, coming to Ghana and investing. Just imagine that. Imagine the resources of Ghana, the resources of Burkina Faso, someone from America, someone from diaspora coming to Burkina Faso and investing his money in tech, investing his money in agriculture, investing his money in building infrastructure. Imagine how that can be. Now, the reason why I mention youths is because maybe our older generations still have that colonial mind. But youths, the internet has opened our eyes. We know the lies. We know the lies they told us, because they told us that Africa is poor. We are not poor. If we are poor, why are they running over here, coming here in Africa? If we are poor, why are they still wanting to exploit us? They told us that they started civilization, but that's a lie. Civilization was already there in Egypt, ancient Egypt, in Timbuktu, Great Zimbabwe, Kush. We had kings and queens here. Now, as the youths of Africa, we are already accessing the truth. We already knew what they lied to us, that of us being primitive and being that we don't mount to anything. Because if you are telling us that we were primitive, we are not civilized, how was the pyramid of Egypt built? Because even up to now, the white supremacist, the white great thinkers, even doesn't know, even they can't know how this pyramid was built. The Great Zimbabwe had great walls back then. Before the colonizer, before the white people came and they lied, they discovered Africans were doing business. We had business routes between Africa and Arabs. So I'm trying to say, African youths right now, we are accessing the truth, and we know the truth. We know what they lied to us, and we are not seeing ourselves as Black people, as Africans. We are not seeing ourselves as filthy. Because back then, I could see a white man and I'm like, God damn it, this is like God. Because they used to come in school, in our schools, and they used to come with small pencils, books, and we were celebrating, singing for them. Mwana wambeli wa yaye, mwana wambeli. We were singing for them like they were small gods. But right now, we see a white man, we see a white person, and we are seeing we are just the same. Now, we have place our hands on this discovery that Africa is the home of human being. That's not a lie. History tells it. Even the firstborn of first human being is found in Ethiopia. So it's automatically. Now, the one thing the white supremacists, they didn't want African to know is about to have knowledge about ourselves. They didn't want us to know about our identity. They didn't want us to know who we are. But the African youths, the Black youths right now, we know who we are. And that's why right now we see Black people around the world. We see Africans, they are embracing the African culture. They are embracing the Black culture. We are no longer celebrating the culture that's not ours. Thank you to Ibrahim Traore right now. He's bringing back the culture of Burkina Faso and telling Burkinabe people, you need to embrace your culture. And I know when times moves, we will be speaking our own language. We'll make Swahili. Right now, Swahili is the most trending language because even the white people are trying to learn our language. Do you know why white people are trying to learn our language? Swahili. I will tell you. It's only by knowing our language they will know how to steal our resources. So let me tell you, don't celebrate when you see white people trying to learn your language. No. It's because they know by knowing this language, we'll get to them. So it's not something to celebrate that much. Okay? Now, the times is moving. In 2050, Africa will have the youngest population in the world. And that's why they have been trying to reduce our population. For example, Bill Gates once stood in, I think, 2010. He stood in and said in TED interview and said that there's a lot of population in Africa and we want to reduce it because of blah, blah, blah. Why are they reducing population in Africa? Why? Because it is a threat. In 2050, this young population will be a threat. India had a huge population back then. China had a huge population back then. But they didn't say they want to reduce the population in China. They didn't say they want to reduce the population in India. Then why are they saying they want to reduce population in Africa? When China had huge population, they used it to start to make it as manpower. China right now is the leading in manpower and they are creating huge things. It's because of that population. India right now, they used their huge population and they went in tech, you know. So India used his population to make the country. China used his population to make the country. And right now, China is a threat even to the US. It's a threat to these white nations. So why only Africa? Because they know if Africa have this highest youngest population in 2050, we have the resources, we have the manpower, we have the brilliant minds, we have, that's a huge combination. It's a threat to the white system and they cannot control it anymore. That's why they were saying about reducing population here. That's why they are bringing these vaccines to the people. A lot of things is happening. And it's not just, don't tell me that Bill Gates, he is there caring about African people. No. He doesn't care about us. But we are a threat to the system. We are a threat to them. I'm happy to see a lot of African youths. I am the youth from Ghana, from Kenya. I see these channels that are popping up, We are talking to each other because we are now enlightened and we are enlightening those who are still behind. And by doing this, we are connecting with our brothers and sisters from Caribbeans, from UK, from the South, from Afro-Brazil there. We are connecting. And let me tell you for a fact, in the coming days, black people will be the leaders. Let me tell you for a fact, Africa in the coming days will be the superpower. It may take time. Maybe not in this generation, but it won't pass. Our ancestors dreamed of this day where black people will be united. Our ancestors dreamed of this day where black Americans will be coming back to the motherland. And the day is coming now where this prophecy of Africa becoming a superpower, it will become true. See, just little countries, 2 or 3 countries, Burkina Faso, Mali, are giving tensions to France. Now France is panicking. They are going to the streets. The economy is going down. You see? So imagine 10 countries from Africa saying no to the white supremacist. What will happen? The other day, though I don't love him that much, but William Ruto, the president of Kenya, and president of South Africa, there's something they spoke. For example, William Ruto talked about we need a space in the UN. Because for a long time, UN have been making decisions for us. But it is time that we need seats to the UN so that, because you cannot be at the UN and deciding the fate of 54 African countries, and we don't have a say in that. But right now, when we get these seats in the UN, we make decisions. Imagine 54 countries, 54 state countries of African continent having a vote, having a say in the UN. That means what? That means we will be having a block of 54 votes. So you cannot decide of what to do on our behalf. I'm praying a day where all 54 countries will join hands, will speak in one language, as what Mali is doing, what Burkina Faso is doing, what these countries are doing, the Sahel region is doing. I'm hoping that we get even 10, 15 countries from Africa that they're speaking the one language. But let me tell you, the African youths are going to make that happen. And this is a threat to the system. And they know they are going down. US is going down. Why? Right now, Black Americans have decided to stay quiet. And once they are quiet, what is happening? They are going down, because once Black Americans are quiet, they lack the manpower. Black Americans are the people who built the great empire of of America. We call it great because America was great back then. But right now, Black Americans have decided, you know what? Let's take our favor to motherland. Let's take our favor to Africa. And it is shaking them to the core. Okay? Now, I'm so glad that I'm here on African Streamline, and just to pass the message to my African youth that we are seeing what is going around, and we need to wake up. We need to do more that we are doing, because it's only us that we will change our fate. Back then, they told us, you have to study hard so that you go to United States. Study hard, you go to America. Like, what the fuck? Study hard so that you go to America. That's what our parents used to tell us. But right now, we are studying hard to change our fate here in Africa. We are not willing to go and build their nations. I see our ladies here from Africa, our ladies from Ethiopia, from Kenya, from Uganda, from Tanzania, they are going to work in Saudi Arabia, going to work in Qatar, in Lebanon. But we need to create jobs here. And this is what we are doing. Sitting down here and talking to you and spreading the message is enough. And others will come and take there. Because in a Pan-African committee, we have people who will spread the message. We have people who will put the manpower. We have people who will build something, And here, African Streamline is doing his work of spreading the message of unity, unity, unity. Because unity is our greatest weapon. And the African youths, the black youths, you are doing what our ancestors prophesied. And it is spiritual. When I go to my spiritual level, if you are reading the Bible, or if you are Christian or Quran, the story of Joseph, if you have come across the story of Joseph, Joseph changed the fate of Israelites. When there was a lot of hunger and drought, Joseph was just a youth, and he was sold to Egypt. But he was the one who changed everything around as a youth. As a youth, a teenager. You know what that means? That means that youths are the key, and our unity is all that matters on this. Thank you so much for watching this video. Wherever you are watching from, please, let's take this channel to 50k subscribers, to 100k subscribers, and we need to unite. If you haven't joined the membership, please join the membership. If you haven't subscribed, please take this opportunity to subscribe on this YouTube channel. All those friends and fans of Kenyan Beast, I hope you are watching here and subscribe here. Until next episode, peace out.